Hi, I'm John F. Allen. And I'm R.J. Sullivan. And we're the Two Towers.
Hello, and welcome to the Two Towers Talk Show, covering the 88th Annual Academy Awards. I'm Tower 1 of the Two Towers, John F. Allen, and I'm joined by Tower 2, R.J. Sullivan. So let's get to it.
Let's jump ahead to the Oscars last night.
Yes, this is the morning after the Oscars when we're filming this.
That's right. So I want to say personally, congratulations, Leonardo DiCaprio. I followed your career from the time you were a little kid. Not that you're much younger than me, but but I followed your career, and I always thought that you had the potential for earning the Golden Statue. I'm so proud and happy for you to have won it. From what I know of you, we've never met. You're a great human
Mr.
being.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. DiCaprio. You're a great human being. Your speech after accepting the award, I enjoyed that. I'm with you on it. So congratulations to Leonardo DiCaprio for his win for The Revenant. Also, congratulations, shout out to Mad Max Fury Road. I enjoyed the movie. It was in my top 5 for 2015. Let's put that out there. It wasn't it wasn't number 1, but it was in my top 5. I enjoyed the movie immensely. Kudos to George Miller for producing another Mad Max, a modern telling of the character, a modern story. The cast was great. You had Tom Hardy as Max. You also had Charlize Theron, who is one of my all-time favorite actresses, by the way, just putting that out there. She had a great performance.
She was great in that.
So the special effects, everything was great. Thanks to whoever nominated Straight Outta Compton for screenplay. I thought that movie was excellent. It was well deserving of at least the nomination. And congratulations to Spotlight for winning for Best Picture.
Was not the one most people were talking about. That was a surprise.
Yes.
I am a big Oscar movie watcher. I've copped them all. I don't know, probably since I was in middle school, and it's usually a big deal for me. Hasn't been so much lately. That's a topic for another time. I find the show is kind of lost itself, and I had a lot of problems with some of the things they did last night. But I'll echo what you said about Leonardo DiCaprio. It's been interesting seeing him as the teenage, sort of the pretty boy when he started out in Romeo and Juliet, and then in Titanic, and he kind of had to shake off the sort of cute kid thing through the years, and I think he's done an excellent job when you look at his arc. I remember the first movie that I really took him seriously in was Catch Me If You Can.
Right.
Where I went, oh, he's got more going on here, and then he started showing up in some Martin Scorsese films and really showing a range that I've grown to really appreciate his growth as an actor through the years, and I think he's gonna continue to do great things. And I think this, as you say, this is long overdue and well deserved. My wife and I are both huge John Williams fans, and so
as am I.
See him lose was a little rough. But if you're gonna lose, at least it was to, I hope I'm doing his name justice, it's here on my screen, Ennio Morricone, who has been known to movie buffs, since about the time I was born. I can give that out there. So, for his Italian Western, spaghetti Western films that he did with Clint Eastwood, so many iconic riffs and moments from there, which he then applied to The Hateful Eight. So, hey, I understand he got a Lifetime Achievement, but this was his first Oscar for a specific accomplishment. So I cannot complain about that. That was neat to see.
Right. And just another side note on Mr. DiCaprio before I move on to something else about the Oscars. It's great that he finally looks like a grown man. I mean, he for a number of years it was like he had, Ponce de Leon, he had made a deal or something, and he got, Waters from El Dorado or whatever. He always looked very young, and now he's finally looking like an adult. So when he's in these movies, it's like, okay, now he's not the kid that are used to seeing.
And that does
kind of
help.
looks like a
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. One of the other things about the Oscars I did want to touch upon is that I enjoyed Chris Rock's monologue, opening monologue.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and it addressed what needed to be addressed, the elephant in the room about the diversity in Hollywood. Let me just say that from a black man's perspective, as far as the Academy Awards are concerned, we're not looking for handouts. We're not looking for anything like that. What we're looking for is opportunities for our stories to be told, and not just Boys in the Hood with the Straight Outta Compton, with the NWA. Those are definitely great stories. I enjoyed the film, but there are more stories to be told within the African American community, within the Asian communities, within the Latino communities that just need the opportunity to be told. It does not, have to be a situation like The Butler or The Help or anything like that. They're great, wholesome, middle America stories from the perspective of other ethnic minorities that can be told and be just as appreciated and just as engaging as anything else. So that in and of itself was great. I also like the fact that the outro for the show was "Fight the Power" by Public Enemy. I thought that was cool. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, two things. Well, first of all, this very first episode, we're getting into things I was hoping to avoid as much as possible, which is the white point of view and black point of view. Well, so John, what do you think as a black person? And that's not really where I want to take this most of the time, but I will, since the Oscars went over the whole thing all night, I think it's worth mentioning here. In his monologue, Chris Rock mentioned something that honestly had not occurred to me and had not occurred to Linda, and she even commented on it at a time. The idea that we have women performances and male performances, should we then have black performances and black movies and so that sort of thing? A part of me says, I really don't want to see, it's almost like bringing segregation into it, but then I think when you talk about the Oscars, yes, they're an industry award. Yes, it's very insider, and it's kind of like any other industry's award. But I think what needs to be acknowledged here is that the Oscars are more than that. It does provide. Winning Oscars provides opportunities for those filmmakers, and that's something that needs to be acknowledged and addressed in some way. And if that means that we have to maybe divide it up a bit more. You and I were talking beforehand about maybe we need to have more genre-based categories to allow superheroes and more sci-fi type films. Now, it's not like we're struggling to get those type of films made, but at the same time, those gold statues do make a difference to everybody involved, who then go on and try to make the next one. And I think that's something. However the Academy chooses to address it, they need to realize that you need to find a way to give those opportunities to everybody, because there's so many movie theaters and so many great movies that can be in those theaters. That's right. And let's make that happen. Figure out how to fix the system. So
yes, to go off of the Star Trek idiom, infinite diversity,
infinite combinations.
That is what Hollywood should be. The telling of the stories from all the people, from all the communities, from around the world, and this being compelling storytelling and not just something that's from one culture's perspective, specifically in American filmmaking, because we are a hodgepodge of various cultures coming together. So that's definitely something to look at.
Well, we're not going to fix that problem here on this show.
No, we aren't.
I think that it'll be interesting to see where that all goes forward. So,
that's right.
I was really excited we got this done today. I'm looking forward to doing more of these.
Yes, most definitely.
We got some fun things in store. We want to talk about it, or just kind of leave it as a surprise for?
We'll kind of leave it as a surprise for now, but let's just say we'll be interviewing some authors.
Really neat people.
Yeah, and other neat people that are just authors, but we'll have a lot of interesting people on the show that we'll be interviewing.
I'm
so
very
stay
excited
tuned.
about the next show, and the person that's probably watching. I'm really excited to talk to you. So
You know
It's
who
gonna be
you
fun.
are.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes. What I wanted to do in closing here is we want to invite you to send in your emails to us with questions or topics you'd like us to address on the show. We'll then select a few of them to read on the next show we air. So send in your emails to the email address here on the bottom of the screen, twotowerstalkshow@gmail.com, where we will go ahead and take a look at what you send in and select a few to read on our next show and every subsequent show after that. Also, just to let you know, should you want to contact us, or follow us as individuals, we're both writers, both authors in genre fiction. You can reach me here at johnfallenwriter@gmail.com. You can also visit my website, which is www.johnfallenwriter.com, and you can also look me up on Facebook and Twitter. And and another thing, Two Towers Talk Show, we have a Twitter presence, we have a Facebook presence, and we also have an accompanying blog, which is twotowerstalkshow.wordpress.com. So go ahead and make sure you check those things out. And where can they find you, RJ?
You can go to rjsullivanfiction.com, and I will say that there's a tab that says Stock RJ. You go on to that one. It's got all those other things that have been mentioned, my Twitter, my Facebook, and the rest. That's probably going to be the easiest way. I imagine you'll have some of this in the description of the show, some of these links, the main ones like the Two Tower Talk Show and how to reach us there. So,
Right.
We're just getting started. We got a lot of fun things ahead, and I'm excited to go forward and see where it goes.
As am I. And I want to thank everyone out there who watches the show, who's watching us. And I hope that we've earned your continued support and your continued viewing. Please subscribe to our channel down here. And let us know what you think. Please, we want to hear from you guys. And let us know how you like the show, the topics, and everything. And keep watching. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Two Towers Talk Show.
First episode.
First episode, that's right.
How cool
so
is that?
That is awesome. It's very cool. So you guys take care, and until next time, hey wah.
The Two Towers Talk Show is sponsored in part by Showtime Cinema in Mooresville, Indiana. Their friendly staff is always willing to go the extra mile to make your movie-going experience an enjoyable and memorable one. Enjoy the comfort of their new cushioned seating in their spacious auditoriums, and while you're there, be sure to stop by the concession stand and purchase some popcorn where real butter topping is an option. They're located at 300 South Bridge Street in Mooresville, Indiana. We hope to see you at the movies.